Hello, fellow cycling fans, and welcome to the preview of Stage 9, a very hard mountainous stage of La Vuelta a España 2024. Before we dive into the stage profile, potential breakaway riders, favorites for the win, bookmakers' odds, and the weather, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a preview of a Grand Tour stage on my channel ever again. So this is 178 kilometers long stage from Motril to Granada, featuring three climbs, essentially two climbs, but Alto de Azayanas is climbed twice in succession. So incredible stage. But before we talk about race tactics, we have to do a quick recap of stage 7 as it has big implications on stage 8. Stage 7 was won by Primož Roglic. He outsprints Enric Mas for the win. Mikel Landa comes 14 seconds behind them, then Antonio Tiberi, Matthias Helmose, Carlos Rodriguez, Harold Tejada from the breakaway, just 24 seconds away from the win. Incredible ride for him. Eddie Dunbar, Leonard van Etveld and Jack Haig rounding up the top 10. Ben O'Connor finishing only 17th, losing another 46 seconds to Roglic and another 10 seconds of bonification, so that means that in the GC Ben O'Connor is still in the red jersey, but his lead is cut down to 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Enric Mas moves into third position. He is now, I think, even the second favorite for the win here. Antonio Tiberi in fourth, and in the white jersey, Mikel Landa in fifth, Leonard van Etveld sixth, and then another loser of the day, Christian Rodriguez, Matthias Kjellmose, Florian Lipowitz, Felix Gall is 10th. You can see that one guy is missing, and that's Joao Almeida. He had a horrible day. He drops now into 26th position, more than 9 minutes behind O'Connor. I think that UAE are having a horrible Vuelta. Isaac del Toro is now their best placed rider in 17th position, almost 3 minutes behind Primož Roglic. So, stage 9 is a mountainous stage. We are going once again from south to the north to the city of Granada. We are almost touching and going into the city, but then the riders take the right hand turn onto Puerto de El Purche. Then once they climb that climb, go to the left, do a loop around Alto de Azayanas, and then a second time the same loop. On the second passage we will have the bonification seconds, and then it's back downhill all the way to Granada, as we can see here. So this stage can be crucial. It is perfect for a long range attack. These climbs are brutal. Puerto del Purche is 8.9 kilometers at 7.7%, but let that not distract you, because this climb has 1 kilometer of downhill 5%. That means that in the first 7 kilometers it is really brutal. Some 10.7, 10%, 9.5% for the consecutive kilometers, even a ramp of 17%. So it will be really important to see who will be in the breakaway here. Will someone try to send their companions, their so-called satellite riders, someone from, let's say, Bahrain for Tiberi, maybe T-Rex for Landa? Decathlon can try and play. They do have the red jersey, but they also have Felix Gall, so they are kind of a two-headed attack. UE has to try something. They are missing out horribly. Ineos is bad. This is a perfect stage for an ambush. Red Bull doesn't really look that great all Vuelta long, so I expect carnage on these roads. I showed you Puerto del Purche, but let me show you now Alto de Azayanas. It is even more brutal. First kilometer 13.2%, then another 11.3, 14.8, 11.5, 11.2 before it flattens out a bit in the final 2 kilometers, but it has ramps of 20%, and let's not forget they climbed this climb twice on this stage. So another interesting thing about this stage is that this is the first stage that gives you massive points for the polka dot classification for the mountaintop jersey. So I can expect guys like Ciccone to go on the attack here, take those points, 30 points at offer. That will take you all the way to the first position in the KOM, as now Primoz Roglic is leading that classification with only 18 points. In the points classification, Van Aert is still comfortably leading. I'm not going to even talk about that competition until, let's say, week 2 or something like that. In the youth classification, Antonio Tiberi just 15 seconds in front of Van Etveld, Skjel Mose 24 seconds behind, Florian Lipowitz 25, then Carlos Rodriguez 56 seconds out. So those 5 riders are battling out for this classification. Maybe some of them can go on the attack in the breakaway. Isaac Del Toro, he has to try something. It's his first tour, okay, Vuelta, okay, but he has to attack. In the team's classifications, UAE is now losing to both Red Bull and Decathlon, so tomorrow is a perfect stage to try and do something. Who else can try? Maybe Sepp Kuss, George Bennett, Jake Hague is another option for Bahrain. David Gaudu can try to go. Richard Carapaz for EF. It can be carnage, I assure you. I love this kind of stages. I love this profile, and I expect a lot from this stage on a beautiful Sunday. And speaking about a beautiful Sunday, we can also take a closer look at the weather on tomorrow's stage. And once again, it's cooking hot in Granada, in Spain. 36 degrees all through the day. My God, I don't want to be on the road in these kind of conditions, let alone a race in La Vuelta, but it is how it is. It is August in Spain, and it has to be hot. So before we take a closer look at Bookmaker's odds, tell me in the comments who is your pick for tomorrow's wide open stage. Will it go to the breakaway? Will someone from the GC attack? Will maybe someone from the GC group win on that descent? Because after the second time if we pass Alto de Azayanas, we have a long descent of 23 kilometers before entering the town of Granada. And the bookmakers have Primoz Roglic as the top favorite for the win of this stage, but I am not convinced. I think this is a wide open stage, anything can happen. It is brutal on those kind of stages. The best rider in the race tends to win, but also a breakaway has a good option if it's a strong one with someone like Carapaz, maybe Adam Yates, Eddie Dunbar, the aforementioned guys, Tiberi, Van Etveld, Riccitello, Schielmose, Del Toro, even Almeida can maybe try and salvage something after his horrendous display today. Michael Woods, Soler, Ciccone, a lot of options. I will pick Ciccone. I think he has this stage on his radar all through the La Vuelta, and I think he goes in the breakaway and takes it. I wouldn't be surprised if Primoz Roglic wins, but as I said, anything can happen on a stage like this. 4,500 meters of elevation gain through those 3 climbs. So it is a great stage just to look at it, but it is a brutal one to ride it. Thank you all for watching. Like this video if you like my comments about races. Have a great day, and I hope to see you tomorrow for the preview of stage 10. Bye.